Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of Professionals Unplugged. I am your host Utkarsh Shukla and today we have Anna with us. Anna, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you for having me here.
So let's start with a very basic question. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience, like who you are, what work you do, anything you want us to know about you?
Okay. I'm Anna Yulusova. I'm a former professional athlete and champion across multiple sports, turned executive and champions mindset coach for high achievers. My journey started at the age of 2 when my parents' swimming coaches threw me into the water and told me swim. And at the age of 5, I won my first competition. So I've been training for many, many years. And at the age of 15, I transitioned to Pentathlon, which in Russia's 5 sports in 1, which is running, swimming, shooting, rowing, and sailing. And I became the last USSR champion in this sport. And then there was a kickboxing women's first club opening in my neighborhood, and I decided to go there. And I started training. And at the age of 16, I became a Russian champion. And then years and years of training, I became 2 more times a Russian champion, Asia champion, and URS. But I always had a big dream living abroad. So when the only way was to study,
Mm.
and it was not really, I couldn't work that hard training and studying. So I quit professional sport and I studied double degree, which is psychology and international relations. And that brought me to my first corporate job in Heineken. And I was living in Moscow, and I remember one of my friends said to me, "Would you like to go on vacations to Spain at summer?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." So we went to Spain. I fell in love with Spain, and I said, "This is going to be the place where I'll live."
Uh,
So I came back to Russia, and I was looking for the ways to go here to Spain. It's where I live now. And the only way was to study Spanish. I didn't know even one word in Spanish. So I came here to Barcelona 25 years ago and I stayed. But it was a really hard time at the beginning
mhm.
because nobody wanted to give me a job. I didn't know the language, so it was hard. And my dream here was to enter a big company and to escalate and to develop myself in this. So I went to study one more degree, business and marketing. And that's where I gained a lot of vocabulary, of business vocabulary. So I was prepared. And after years of looking for this great job, I finally entered in American corporation, and where I've been working for the last 12 years. And I loved my job. But as big companies, sometimes they have restructuring. So 2 years ago, I quit my corporate job. And actually, it's when I paused and I was reflecting on what do I really want to do in my life. I had an outplacement service by my company, and that's how I learned about coaching. And that's how I decided to uh, become a coach. Because I remember that I was psychologist once and I was helping people. I was going through my own transformation. So I understood that's what I really would like to do. So I went to study executive coaching and now I'm an executive coach.
That's really nice, and that's really a very different kind of a career that you choose, right? Starting for your career as a sports, being a national champion at Russia, right? So, how difficult was it for you to leave your career as a sports person and coming to a completely different world, right? So, how do you make up your mind? Because you were very successful, right, in Russia, being a national champion, and definitely your next goal would have been Olympics if the sports was there, right? So, how do you tackle this thing, and what was your mindset at that point?
Well, when I decided to quit professional sport, it was the decision which I thought about a lot because I actually was wondering what do I want to do in my life?
Mm.
Because all professional sportsmen, we all have our limit date. So, and in kickboxing for a woman, it's quite a difficult sport. So I wanted actually to be my face pretty and not to be involved so much in this professional sport. So the decision was like, or I have one thing or I have another. Because when you are in professional sport, you train. I've been training, I think it was about 7 to 8 hours per day. It was your full-time
Right.
job before competitions. So it was, I couldn't do both things. And as I had this big dream to work in business and to live abroad, I had to choose.
Correct. So basically, what were the biggest challenges that you have faced till now? Like that can be from your first career or in today's career. Like what are the biggest challenges according to you that you have faced in your life?
Well, the biggest challenge for me was I was very young. I not only left my country,
Hmm.
uh, I was absolutely on my own. Nobody wanted me here. As I told you, I didn't know even one word in Spanish. So it was very difficult. I was not allowed to work here as a student. And that was frustrating. So it was really a big challenge. And I think that this mindset of a champion, of a professional sportsman, is what helped me to be resilient and to go for it and to know that even though I have a setback, I have to adjust and I have to go for it. So it was kind of very challenging time for me, but finally, when you are convinced with your goal, you achieve it.
Correct. And in terms of any story, I know you have already told us like your entire journey, right? So is there any particular story in that journey that you like to share with us? Like any particular moment that you think should be shareable?
Well, I think that also talking about challenges, for me, the biggest challenge was just 2 years ago. My life changed in the way how I was thinking. Like the person who never stopped in her life, it was me who first competed and then was going for challenges in business and corporate. I couldn't stop. And when I was forced actually to stop, I was first at the beginning so frightened of this. And then I found peace in this. I found out that it's not about chasing and chasing. It's about knowing yourself. It's about pausing and let yourself to align. And I think that this was the biggest lesson in my life in these years is that it won't hurt. You
Yeah.
can stop, you can pause, you can reflect, you can think about it, and you can discover what do you really want, not what others want from
Yeah.
you, not what society wants from you, not what you are supposed to dream about, if not what I really want. And that was really a big challenge for me to pause and to find out who I am.
Right. And what advice do you follow in life? And that the one that you like to share because coming through all these challenges, what keeps you motivated, right? So there must be something that you keep telling yourself in your mind. And being a psychologist, right, it's very important, as we all know, to keep our mind focused at a place and have everything at place, right? So what was this one advice that you like to share?
When I was studying executive coaching, we were taught that coaching and mentoring are different things. In coaching, you are guiding people asking questions. In mentoring, you put your expertise out there. And when I asked my teacher, why can I give an advice? I remember that I was answered that, what is this advice for? Determine if you really need the advice. Because the thing is that the guidance help you find your own way, and advice, they create dependency. And when you guide the person through their own challenges, they take responsibility for them. And when you give advice, like, we're all different, we're all unique. So my advice of how I did this in my life, it won't serve you at this point, you know? And so I remember this from these studies, and I really think that it is. It's very it's your responsibility to discover on your own. But if maybe one thing I can share is that curiosity. Like, curiosity is where you grow. When you learn so many things, and maybe with a little bit uncertainty, because this is also makes you grow. So I think that if you are curious enough in life, you will discover it on your own.
That's right. And last but not the least, what is your dream right now? What's the goal for you now?
Well, my dreams became all true. I had, although they were all about achievements, now it's a little bit different. And I think that my dream now is connected a lot to what I do now. I want to thrive in my coaching business, and I want to help people as much as I can, because I really discovered for myself what is it to live aligned, and that gave me so much freedom. And that's feeling I can't even share with words what it gives you, but I do know that I want more and more people to discover this. So maybe my dream is this, just to give as much as I can and to thrive in coaching business.
Correct. So who are the target audience for you? Like, who are the people who should reach out to you?
Executives, young or experienced, but people who are really ready to change something, to align, to discover themselves, to maybe the ones who want to discover what is a champion's mindset, which is discipline, resilience, and that's what sets apart champions from other people. And that's what I actually transmit to my coaches, to my clients.
That's really great. And how they can reach out to, is this like a one-to-one session where they need to meet you, or is like this can happen online as well, like just like we are meeting?
Yeah. Well, I have both. I do one-to-one coaching here in Barcelona, online and also present. And first of all, I have also my signature program, which is Champions Mindset Program, and which leads you through all the stages of how you can get to the champion's mindset. And it's not only for athletes, if not, it's for executives, so they can discover how they lead their life on their terms. And the first thing I do is that I offer always a live performance audit. So the person can discover at the first session what point is this person in this life, where the energy goes, where it leaks, and how this person can adjust. So I can recommend what this person needs to do further.
It's really great. I think that's the best part to end this interview. So anyone who wants to connect with you, we can share your website details and your emails on the video description. So anyone who wants to connect with you can easily connect with Anna. So thank you so much, Anna, again for sharing your journey. It was really wonderful to know you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.